Welcome, everybody. I'm going to show you how to do math. Our first problem is a pentagon. We don't have the apothem, so I can't write it in, and I don't have the perimeter. So what we're going to have to use is the central angle. Yeah, it's hilarious, I know. Anyway, so we do 360 because it's circumscribed, divided by 5, which is 72. So if I go ahead and draw a little triangle here, this would be like 72, but then we cut it in half, and this gives me 36. Pretty nice that this little triangle is already drawn for us. If we look in the picture, 10 is the hypotenuse of this triangle, so we get 10 here. And we have our apothem is this little guy right there. So we need to find the apothem. And then this right here is half the side. We'll call it x. So we're going to go ahead and set up SOHCAHTOA. So I got my googly eyes. Oh, come on, be nice. They never did anything to you. That's just rude. Anyways, googly eyes. And we got H right here. We have A, and we have O. So I'm going to find the apothem first. So I'm going to cover this piece up. I have AH, so I'm going to use the cosine of 36 equals, oh no.
Good morning, Triton.
Good morning. All right. So we're finding the cosine of 36, which is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, so that's our apothem over 10. We're going to multiply the 10 out of the denominator. So 10 times the cosine of 36 will equal our apothem. We're going to grab our calculator, and we're going to do 10 times, turn it on, 10 times the cosine of 36, and we're going to get 8.09. So the apothem equals 8.09, and we're going to keep that right there. And then we're going to have to find the side so we can find the perimeter, okay? So I hope I'm the only one talking in this live studio audience, unless you're doing one of the three things. Okay. Now you're on the video. Way to go. SOHCAHTOA. All right, here we go. You do realize I use these videos every year now. Okay, we're still recording. We need to find the half. So we're going to go cover up the A. I have OH. So we're going to do the sine. So we get the sine of 36 equals x over 10. Get the 10 out of there. So we get 10 times the sine of 36. Again, I'm going to use my calculator. And we're going to do 10 times the sine of 36. When I do that, I get 5.8. Now remember, x right here is just half the side length of my entire side length. So we get 5.8 here, which means this is 5.8 right there. I'm going to leave it in my calculator as 5.8. If I times it by 2, I'm going to get 11.7 about. And then if I times it by 5, I'm going to get my perimeter. So I get my perimeter to be 58.778. My apothem was 8.09, and I'm going to take half of that. So I already have the 58.77 in there, so I'm going to multiply by 8.09, and I get 475, and I divide by 2. I'm going to get 237.75, and this is going to be square units. That's the double whammy because we had to do 2 sets of trig. I'm going to take a quick little munch of my Cliff Bar. number 2. Do I have my apothem? Nope. But can I find the perimeter? Yep. 14, 14, 14. So I can just do 14 times 3, which is going to give me 42. So I have my perimeter. Now I need to find the apothem. It's not drawn in, so I'm going to draw it in. And then remember, the apothem is like double cutting my pizza. So now my pizza is cut in 2. So I'm going to get 7 and 7. So this triangle down here is 7 with the 90 degree. To find that central angle, we do 360 divided by 3 because we have 3 sides. That's 120. So this is 120, 120. This becomes 60 in here. And this is 30. All I want to find is my apothem, and this is a special right triangle. The rule is 2x, x rad 3, and over here is just x. Well, 7 is in the x rad 3 position, so I can actually solve for x using algebra. So I'm going to divide by rad 3, but I can't have rad 3 in the denominator, so I'm going to have to rationalize rad 3 over rad 3. That's going to give me 7 rad 3 over 3. I can't divide by 3 into 7. It just doesn't work. So what does x equal? 7 rad 3 over 3, which happens to be the value of my apothem. So I have my value of the apothem now. Is 7 rad 3 over 3, and then 1/2. Watch how I do this in my calculator. I'm going to do 42 times 7, which is 294. And then I'm going to do divided by 3 because 3 is in the denominator. And then I'm going to divide by 2 because that's what 1/2 would do. And we're going to get 49. Notice I ignored the rad 3. At the end, I'm going to plop on the rad 3. And this is going to be in units because I don't know what they are. So we're going to do 49 rad 3 square units. And that's our area. This one was a little easier because I was using special right triangles and they already gave me the perimeter. And that's the halfway of the video. This next shape is an octagon. They give us the apothem, so we need to go and search out for the perimeter. So we need to find the central angle, which is going to be 360 divided by 8. I believe that's 45. Can I get a confirmation? Yes, I do. I confirmed myself. So this is, and these little triangles in here are 45 and 45s. When I draw the triangle outside, they give me the apothem of 8, and this is going to be half of 45, so it's going to be 22.5. I need to find the side length down here of x, so we're going to have to use trig, because this is not a special right triangle. We have opposite and we have adjacent, so we're going to use tan. The tan of 22.5 equals x over 8. How do I get rid of the 8? Multiply. Grab our calculatora. and we're going to get 8 times tan 22.5, and we get 3.31. But that's only half of it. We have to get the other half. So if I double it, I'll get the full side length. It's already in my calculator, so I'm going to double. So a full side length is 6.62, but then there's 8 sides, so I'm going to multiply by 8. So my perimeter is going to be 53.01. This is already in my calculator, so I'm going to leave it in my calculator, and I'm going to multiply by 8, divide by 2. And I get my area to be 212.07 units squared. There's some sick cows in my room. Let's do our last problem. It's called, there's no number, I don't know what it's called, it's just a problem. Notice we started with a lot of information I gave you and then I kind of stopped giving you stuff. This is our last piece. First thing we should do is write the formula. Did they give me the apothem? Nope. Did they give me the perimeter? Nope. Can we find it? Yep. First step, central angle. This video is going to be really long because of all the booing and clapping and laughter. We've just had a lot of emotions today. 360 divided by 4, that's going to give me 90. So each one of these is 90. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to break it into half, so this will become 45. So I'm going to get a 45, 45, 90. Where the hypotenuse is 6. This is in the x rad 2 position. This is in the x position, and this is in the x position. Our shortcut maneuver is to divide by rad 2, which would then have to be rationalized. So we are going to end up with 3 rad 2 and 3 rad 2 at these two junctures. This side right here is going to be my apothem. And then down here is 3 rad 2 and 3 rad 2, which makes the side 6 rad 2. And if you do 6 rad 2 times 4, you're going to get 24 rad 2. And then we can go ahead and multiply numbers together. 1/2 times 24 is going to give me, I want to say 12. Times, bring the 3 down, and then rad 2 times rad 2 is going to be 2. 12 times 3 is going to give me 36. Times 2, 72 squared units. And that is the last problem. If you wait 2 minutes, I'll tell you what the extra credit's going to be if you write it on the test. That would be smart. They should just skip the 2 minutes, right? They won't do that though, will they?
No, you should do. Make it right in the middle, and then don't tell them at the end. So then they have to
more fast than have like the rest of
No, you're like right now, sign up.
Well, we started at 5:30, right? So we're 30 seconds in. So we're not at the middle yet, are we? We're not at the bisector. Oh, like maybe 5 seconds off? What if they're listening to everything we're saying right now? What if they're spies?
You did.
Ready? 3, 2, yeah.
No, I can't say it yet.
Over the mic.
Yeah, just be ready.
squid or the bicycle?
So tough.
Draw that.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
Is it right mayonnaise?
30 seconds till I reveal the secret word. Okay, the secret word is